So,
It's
does anyone want to do anything on the walkover, or it's only like some hours before you guys get to the lake? So, I don't know if there's anything super pressing you guys are trying to do
Yes,
before Obligatory Lake episode.
Would it be plausible to read and walk at the same time?
If you sit in the
I've done
carriage,
it.
yes.
Okay.
I mean, you're not walking if you're in the carriage. So far, as of right now, Lisa, Aunt Liz, Francis, and Riza are the ones. Emily are the ones in the carriage rather. But it could comfortably hold a few more people. So
So long as I don't displace anyone, I'd take a seat and I'd do some reading.
Sure.
Oh, put your horse in there.
Yeah.
What?
We have like normal like draft horses or something pulling the carriage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It would be what I sent the thing about Crash, the consulting the thing, the journal.
If Edelweiss is at a pace that Dahlia can keep up, she'll walk next to Falk.
Oh yeah, she's walking. And he is of course on horseback. I didn't even think about it. That we have carriage, so obviously we have a horse or two. Last night Falk would have introduced himself, or I guess this morning Falk would have introduced himself to the horses.
Yeah, sure. Roll me animal handling with advantage.
It was equestrian boy.
I imagine I would have hovered around the carts. I'd be able to provide.
Oh no, I'm using my inspiration.
What was your question?
I imagine I would have been near the carts. Would I be able to provide him with guidance?
You don't need to. Irina's got him.
Oh right, she has Irina.
Yep. So 22. Yeah, between your I call it introduction with Irina and Edelweiss, like you're pretty situated with these horses. There's two of them. There is let me find my notes. It's been a while. No, not that session. This session's. Oh yeah, there is. There's Spotty and Dasher.
Spotty.
Aww.
Unsurprisingly,
Spotty
the one called Spotty has spots, like different like gradients of brown and white. I don't know what the term is called. A chestnut horse, maybe.
Chestnut is the plain coat. Let me.
Maybe.
Those have a lot of.
Appaloosas have a lot of spots, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Then yeah, probably that one.
What's the other one?
A babe.
A pink.
Rowan.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't want to put that though. So.
I love Rowans.
I love paints.
Yep. So those are two horses. You converse with them because Irina can. I put this on her sheet as a language proficiency, but it's not like full on speaking.
Edibles.
Not like she can do for like Ace and stuff like that.
She's more just tapping into their minds and like getting an idea of what they
Yeah.
saying, kind of.
Yeah. Same for plants.
Plants makes a lot more sense. I feel plants is really enough, probably an easier connection.
Yeah. So yeah, you could have introduced yourself to the horses, as I say the hounds. The horses. Karadog, you could have done your research. Roll me a religion check.
I was hoping
Coming
it's
right
in
up.
place.
Religion. Where's my? There it is.
Another
Pretty good roll.
I forget, because you guys know you guys as players know the premise for the act that you voted on, but you as characters don't read the synopsis for the handout because that'd be insane. Okay, then out of 20, trying to piece together what it is, the voice of Valor would be like the most logical conclusion. But she hasn't been around for a little bit. Not as far as your knowledge, but in fairness, you don't exactly run in those social circles.
No.
Right? She has a number of disciples around Eulonia that might also be a good lead. that she like personally trained. Some more than others, certainly, but nonetheless trained. The voice of Valor was to give some context. She was trained by multiple people, purposely so. So she trained with every noble house, every floral house, and stuff like that. So she tries to pay it forward by going around to different places and training people as well. So she has disciples around Eulonia that might also be a potential segue into such knowledge.
Okay. That's exactly what I was looking for. Awesome.
Mm-hmm. So, you guys eventually arrive at a lake.
There was one thing that is Eva around during the walk?
Yeah.
Or is she like hiding off on the side like the other two freaks?
No, her Anbito is the one that does the spook work on a more formal basis.
We have servants for that.
You have allies for that.
I think not necessarily trying to actively stealth, but just quietly, like kind of hushed. Dahlia would approach her.
Actually, I'm gonna change the music.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I had the bot really quiet.
You guys aren't at the lake yet, so let's.
No music for us, not yet. We don't deserve
Get on the road. So I figure some fitting road music. So you sidle up next to her in a quiet but not stealthing manner.
Yeah.
She looks over her shoulder at you. Is something the matter?
Something I've been meaning to ask you.
Oh?
You changed the color of your hair, right?
Is it showing? She begins like running her hand through her hair.
If it's not showing, she'll say no. If it is, she'll say yes.
A bit, yeah, at the roots.
I mean, now that you mention it, yeah, a little bit, but that's not what I'm asking. She grabs onto some of her white fur that she can see. This is gonna keep getting worse. And I was wondering if whatever you use on you would work on me.
May I? She holds out her hand towards you.
Nod.
She plucks one of the strands of your hair. Begins like twisting it, running across her fingers, stuff like that. Examining it. I don't see why it shouldn't.
There's this thing sometimes that people in my tribe did. I never knew how they did it, but long story short, it's like patterns, kinda, on the fur.
I've heard of this. Like war patterns or rites of passage.
Nod.
Yeah. And you're asking me to do that for you?
Nod again.
Is this a sacred thing?
I don't think so.
Then I see no reason why not. I'd be happy to help.
Maybe at night sometime. In case things go wrong.
I would recommend we do it in the day. Better lighting. Check to see if anything went wrong. That's not me doubting my skill, but...
No, you're right.
Then we'll do it whenever we have a spare moment.
Nod.
I'm happy you trust me with this.
Jokes about our nations aside, you've been nothing but helpful and friendly.
Roll me an insight check.
She's lying.
No!
She's playing your demise at this exact moment. She's gonna slit your throat while she's coloring your hair.
What the
So,
No.
I'll put it like this. She's not lying, but she is exaggerating.
fuck?
A bit. You're not sure exactly why, but when you do say, like, you've been nothing but nice, so it actually does catch her. And her tone shifts to a more, I'll call it, genuine way. I do what I can to protect my allies.
In turn, I'll do the same for you.
You say that. Let's hope time doesn't put the trial on us. They had to make a hard call on it.
Now you got me nervous.
She shrugs. I don't mean to forebode anything. But alas, despite being an oracle, I can't see the future. Although I will do my damnedest to manipulate the present to assure a type of future. But she does a dismissive wave of the hand. To say that for you, Lonia.
I suppose so. Thank you in advance.
You're welcome in advance. And so, you guys continue your travels. Falk, you were listening in on that with that passive perception 23. You can also roll an insight if you're
Fucking
interested
20,
as well.
Piece of shit.
Well, you definitely have guys because Irena's on you. She doesn't have guys because no one knows this roll's happening.
I don't have anything to add to that, though.
Well, you succeed.
Oh, okay.
Because you have 23. She doesn't have guidance, it's only the 22.
Oh, right.
Yeah. She's not lying. Again, as I said, she was exaggerating. Having been one of the closer people to Eva's, I'll call it true self, she's definitely readying herself to be old Eva. Happy, pleasant Eva, as you guys approach Elonia.
Mm-hmm.
So you're gonna get the feeling you're gonna start seeing a nicer Eva, at least temporarily.
What a little trickster.
You got a method act.
Yeah. I think since he's bad at hiding his feelings and the like, when Falk makes that realization, he does stifle a laugh.
Well, you be
What's so
chucking that, bruh.
Nothing. I'm just I'm happy.
Yeah, those of you in proximity to Falk do still feel that general sense of warm happiness. Mina squints her eyes at you. Right.
Are you not?
No, I is, bruv, I is. But, she clicks her tongue like, hey, I got a question for you.
Lay it on me.
That thing that Eva did back in the dream. She ripped open the world and had a bunch of people shooting through it. You do that too?
You stumbled the lost.
That the Australian thing?
Does Falk even know what that was? I don't think I rolled at that time.
I don't think you did. Oh god. Roll. I think I need 2 rolls on this. Roll lore your homeland and then roll religion check.
Gotcha. So ignore the guidance on this. Oh wait, where am I from? There we go. And
You got lacked into the Emperor's light. That's. Oh, that's. Oof.
you know what? Actually, I don't suppose Edelweiss could help with religion, right?
Irina can help with religion.
Irina, okay.
She actually
Just
does have a
getting back into
trained
his
total.
old persona so he can lie to the
There we go.
Elonians as well.
Same guidance too. So 18
Yeah.
and 16.
18 and 16. So 18, 16 is 34. Yeah, 34.
Mm.
You don't know exactly what it is. You've heard in like this rumor mill bored soldiers at the front line sort of way. Actually, no, you will actually have a bit of a better account. When Valkyries take the field, that sort of golden eminence does emit from them. The few times they ever do take the field, but they take the field nonetheless. You haven't heard it exactly described as opening a portal or a rip in the world, as Mina calls it. You haven't heard that, but you have heard from the rumor mill that there are times where people swear on their mothers by the Emperor that they see a golden soldier stand aside them in certain fights. It happens very sporadically, but it happens on a regular enough basis that people do buy into that superstition. People speculate that it's the soldiers now lost and dead coming back for another fight in the Emperor's service. The executors have not dismissed this superstition. They haven't confirmed it, but they haven't dismissed it either.
Collective belief.
For example, in the real world, this actually happened during, I believe, World War II.
It was, yeah.
The Archers of Acre, I believe is what it was, where in World War II, a bunch of soldiers they swear on God that a fucking crazy light happened during the middle of a battle and that they were saved by angels. And all of them say this. No one knows how true it is. But
Did they get people for like both sides of the fight?
Nope, they only helped the Allied side because fuck the Nazis.
Yeah.
Sorry. Not did the angels help, but did they get people from both sides saying that happened? Because the guy
Only
from
the
like
Allied
both the
side.
Nazis and the Allies, that'd be fucking insane.
Only the Allied side, but I haven't checked to see if any of the Nazis confirmed it or not.
It was it was time cops traveling back in time to stop a paradox, right?
Yo, maybe that'd be pretty cool. But yeah, so this is
If they lose this battle, Hitler wins. We can't have that.
Okay.
There's also some badass art of it.
Hell yeah. So her question was if Fall can do that, and he
Can you do that too?
he kind of chuckles, but it's a short-lived chuckle. He shakes his head, and his eyes go to the road in front of us. No, I can't. Not yet, anyway. I wouldn't be opposed to learning how, but I suppose time will tell if I earn the right.
She looks in Eva's direction, who is auspiciously, pointedly looking away from you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that be you guys on a nice side,
Same could be said to you.
So, you guys continue on your trek, and eventually arrive at a relatively sizable lake. Definitely can traverse the entire, like, the circumference of it in like 30 minutes. But it definitely seems a deeper pool than a larger pool.
Oh.
And yes, lakes actually do have very specific, that big versus large mean two different things, even though collectively our general nomenclature is they're the same thing. So it is a deeper lake than a larger lake. And it does seem like it's a pretty frequented pit stop from the looks of it. It's relatively close by to the road, so within good proximity to the road light, to the point where it might be a bit shaky, but it technically would be in the road light, so it technically does have protection at night from aberrants and aberrations.
Probably just
You
no
shouldn't
skinny
enter-
dipping.
Exactly. You shouldn't go deep into the lake or away, like, opposite from the road to check how far it goes, but you're probably still technically in it. Most people would still probably camp closer to the road anyways, but that's neither here nor there.
It's enough you could get water or something if you had to.
Yeah. You guys pull into what, again, it's a relatively frequented, compared to other roads, a relatively frequented campsite. You even see, like, the scattering, the scrubbing of a campsite. You know, you see where there was a fire pit, the rocks that made it are now kicked over, scattered, dirt poured over what clearly were cinders and ashes and stuff like that, now just black soot. Anvil scans across it. I think the horses have earned a bit of respite. He scans across you guys, and perhaps yourselves as well.
Horses first. Fog will go to get rid of their attack. And barking.
Good question. He looks up at the sky. We'll camp here. We're a bit ahead of schedule, he says, pointing out a pocket watch. A bit. You
I'm
guys
out.
probably would have caught that Amble did some sort of magic on the carriage. Not sure what, but he did something. So you assume that's what he means by you're ahead of schedule?
I mean, considering
Mm.
he's a gravitor, he probably just made it a bit lighter so the horse can move a little easier, kind of thing.
What a logical deduction. Take an inspiration.
Oh,
Yeah, boy.
Sometimes I don't need to say what he does. You guys can figure it out yourselves.
you've given it enough
Crash, I
lore
was-
that it makes sense.
I was also thinking that.
Yes, but you didn't rudely speak out while he was talking,
Okay,
did
Alex,
you?
roll me a persuasion or deception check, depending on if you're telling the truth or not.
Him in real life.
I didn't think that.
He already has a muffin. What else can he get?
But no,
I used it.
Yeah, he broke it
He broke
down,
it.
yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
a
it's been
regular rolled
inspiration the first
inspiration.
like 2 hours of the.
Yeah, you
Wah,
did.
wah,
didn't
wah. Mina immediately jumps into, not jumps in the water, but begins trekking into the water. Sort
you?
of
Does she even
wading
lose her
into it.
clothes? It's just like... da-da-da-da-da.
Dahlia's starting to take off her kit.
Yeah, I don't know. That's
not
that's
all
what I'm
there.
wondering. The Ngati aren't body shy, but at the same time, they're so used to just swimming that they don't give a shit about swimming in their clothes. You know?
Imagine they
So,
just have a culture where it's like, you have to expect to be in the water at pretty much any time.
Yeah,
you know?
so... Yeah, tell you guys what, I'll coin flip it. I'll coin flip to see if it's a hot
Mina
day.
naked.
Tails clothes, too! Anyways.
Two is it's a hot day, one is it's not. There.
Hey, hold on a second. There's two rules here.
First, folks, it's a hot day and it just got hotter.
So as,
God, first Canada,
um,
can I mean it?
as Anvil, pulls the carriage aside, Emmerich, you begin unhitching the horses and leading them to a good spot to graze on near the water and so on. Eva does begin doing a bit of a perimeter check, sending Nibble the opposite direction, just to get a lay of the land. Her eyes do catch on me as she immediately begins stripping down. What are you doing? What? Why are you stripping down? Wait, you want me to go into water with my clothes on? Does that matter for the Ungati? I mean, no. But it's hot, sis. Evo turns from Mina to look at the rest of you. Back to Mina. Back to the rest of you with a bit more of a pointed dagger glare.
I mean,
Maybe
Dahlia will
this is
take off her
part of-
shirt so that just her bandages are on.
maybe
Very
just
well.
leave the clothes, keep them on, maybe? Yeah?
It's not telling you don't do it. It's more of you keep your keep your hands to yourselves.
Yeah.
Oh, right, okay.
Don't make any
see.
schmovements.
I see.
It's
how it
very,
is, okay.
it's very big sister energy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go help set up camp.
I think that this
I'm
was...
gonna go with you.
Oh, I need to roll something. Hold on.
I'm gonna go swim as well.
Okay. Hold on.
Not naked! Just to point that out.
I'll put a
Clothes firmly staying in place. You fucking.
Dahlia's just in
I'll
bandages
put
and
a-
shorts.
I'll put a bounty on the table. I'm about to roll for an NPC. Which NPC do you guys think I'm rolling for?
Arnie.
Oh, Francis.
Bias.
No, it's definitely Francis.
Francis.
Yeah,
Francis.
Nina's got
God
it.
damn it.
Those of you that said Francis taking inspiration.
Woo!
I only said it because fucking need not mention it.
I've already got one, so.
Okay, to be fair, he's a
I thought
kid.
about
He gets a pass on the
He definitely had an awakening moment a few days ago.
I was gonna say,
Mm.
he's the one who had his awakening with her.
I mean, have you seen her abs? Can you blame him?
You know what? Is Mina just doing this out in the fucking open?
She's off by a tree, sort of hanging her clothes on one of the branches.
Okay, well now there's a curtain around her.
hanging from the tree itself as well.
You get an appreciative nod from Eva as she leaves the perimeter, or she leaves to go check the perimeter of the
Mhm.
lake.
So just to be clear, is Mina fully stripping down or just to the skivvies?
Just go fully stripping down.
Oh.
Not body shy at all, bro.
She's
Like me.
I
doing
misunderstood.
skinny dipping. I'm down in my skivvies. What's Roma doing again?
Well, she's
Full
got like a. Well, no, she's got like a
Yeah.
white dress thing underneath her top that kind of covers her ass, I guess. So she'll just wear
White?
that.
Like a shift?
No, it was. I don't know. Fuck
Okay,
off. Let's see.
It's like a
Um,
shift?
all of you that are going
Yeah,
into the
I see
lake,
what they
put
call it.
yourselves on the right side here.
You can kind of
Oh,
see it in the
Everyone going into the lake.
drawing thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, wait a minute. Where's my token?
I
Here.
plan on going in later, but I'm helping him.
Yeah. I'll say scouting detail is going to be the bottom part. Where's
We're the
Nibbles?
lake ladies.
The ladies of the lake.
Careful, you might find a sword.
Oh, as this is all happening, can you all roll me D100?
Yeah,
Oh,
I can
no. Yeah,
see
okay.
who uses their shoes this time.
Pray that I.
It's
am
pretty
not-
I'm
bad.
still anxious about
33, thank
whatever
fuck.
that roll was earlier.
Oh, thank God.
Roll 1d100.
Yeah, I would have had to put his shoes back on if we were traveling.
Okay, so for Folk, D100.
Right,
That's-
sorry.
Hey, yeah.
You...
Is it the same thing as last
Oh,
time?
God, he's turning into a monkey.
Alright,
Should
give me a
eat
sec-
shit.
Give me a second here. Give me a second here.
The audience seems still like that.
Oh my God.
No nipples allowed.
Anti-nipple club. Is that dude
Hmm.
wearing, like, stockings as well?
Hmm.
No, it's
No,
not
that's just the
short
bottom
I
of
think
his
it's just the
pants make it look a
shorts,
little
I
bit.
think.
Yeah. It's because the
Yeah,
trim
just
at the
have
bottom of his
it
pants is
right by
kind of
his-
skin color, so...
What is
Yeah.
Jin? What is Jin doing?
I don't entirely know. Which is not helpful for you. Okay, let me figure it out real quick. He's
I
not
will
good at
say,
scouting.
when Francis is caught catching a view, Molly does go behind him and just grab him by the side of his head, turn him the other way.
She doesn't do hard
To the
snap
back
his neck.
from behind.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It looked like she's snapping his neck, but no, she's just doing a big sister thing. I'm like, no, we're not starting this trend, and you're you.
Strike that
Not
down.
Very ungentlemanly.
Okay.
Turning into a little peeper.
At the very least, not having gear on. He's probably just in his normal clothes. I don't think he's gonna go swimming. I don't think he's
Fuck.
scouting. Would Mr. Emmerich Falk desire or accept, I guess, assistance with the horses?
Do you know what you're doing?
I am quite well trained with animals.
Or just follow my instructions.
He's okay with that.
Micromanager.
He doesn't need the instructions, but he expects Falk, like, it makes him feel better to
Yeah.
give the instructions. Yeah, there,
Just sure, moving tokens
Yeah,
around. We'll say the campsite is like this top left zone. So the horses are with the campsite. That makes sense to me.
yeah. Otherwise, just being in the corner watching down
Yeah.
on us.
Let's see. You're there too. Oh, here.
I'll decide to choose side.
Yeah. I'll figure out the other NPCs in a sec. So you're not in your kit, right?
Yeah. He's just
Like,
wearing,
this
like,
is-
just common base clothes.
Okay.
Like, does have his armor, does have his fucking kanabo, all that shit.
Okay. Do you have your hat?
It's a hot
let me-
day.
Let me answer that question for you. You do not have your hat.
That is the right answer. Like, after Mina makes a comment about, like, it being hot, it's like, it is kind of hot. I would like some shade. He looks back to his bag. Wait, where'd that go?
Yeah, you go to grab your like the rim of your hat and just like you grab air and you're like, what? Then you check, it's gone.
His gut instinct, for some reason, is to look to the horses to see if someone put it on the horses as a joke. It is not on the horses.
The horses are bereft of accessory.
It's an attack or nothing.
Looks around the horse to the opposite side where Falk probably is. Like, have you seen my hat?
Focus.
It's hard to focus with the sun in my eyes because I don't have a hat.
Say again?
He said it's hard to focus with the suns in my eyes because I don't have a hat.
I think, yeah, Falk will do a glance around. See if he can find the hat at a glance. Maybe hung it on a bridge or something.
Roll a
Absent-minded.
perception check.
Can I assist him?
Sure.
Yeah. Assistance. Guidance.
22?
22, pretty good, pretty good. You begin scanning around, wondering where the hat could have gone, right? And you see it. It's like a flash of color as you see it atop of a tree. Tall tree, it's about 30 feet up. And
Finger
fortunately, it is tied to it in some way, like it is like affixed to it, so it's not like
Well, at least it's secure.
yeah, which sort of gives him a bit more suspicion that
Like
it
the
didn't
flag.
fly up there by coincidence. Something unless a tree fucking tied it to itself, which seems unlikely.
Wow.
Bulk point and says, "You left it up there."
Looks up. What do you mean left?
Well, it's up there. It's been left there.
Mm-hmm.
You left it up
It's
there.
yours.
It's yours.
Yeah.
Very good use of it. Yeah, that's a very good use of it. Yeah.
he wants to slap you, but it's just like this would not be productive.
I don't remember putting it up there.
I don't remember tying my hat to a tree 30 feet in the air.
Ooh, you know.